Join the captain and his crew when things go sour, as their status quo is about to be turned upside down. How will the crew handle the weight of the corporate thumb, the hard cases of dangerous trade routes, their own greed? Find out as the Southern Tomfoolery Network presents Live and Let Fly.
Welcome back to the Live and Let Fly podcast, man. How you doing?
Tell you what, we're going to here in Texas, Wichita Falls.
Live and flip fly.
We're hooting the hat nanny.
Pocket sand.
What about it, folks? What's going on?
Propane.
Is
and propane
accessories.
And, yep. Emily, word is on the street that you had a birthday very recently. Is that true?
I had a birthday yesterday.
That's right. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday.
Thanks.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Did you do anything fun?
I did. So my mom and I, our birthdays are a day apart. Fun fact, I was actually supposed to be born on my mom's birthday.
What a shitty birthday present.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, bitch, I want my own day. So I just stayed in the womb for another day. I bet she was trying
to push you out so fucking hard because she was like, damn it, bitch.
I wouldn't come out. They had to cut me out of that bitch. It was cozy.
Yeah, same.
Sorry. That's kind of awful.
Wow.
No, but
Hi, Emily's mom.
she knows.
Welcome to the Cesarean Section podcast.
Another classic pivot by the STF crew.
Yeah.
That is how we do.
Damn.
No,
Back at it again with the C-section.
You never know when we'll bring that up.
All right, everybody, just cut it out.
Just cut it out. Proud of you. No, I took my mom to there's this apothecary in Ridgeland, Mississippi, that opened up a few months ago, and they have
the old crystal meth house.
Exactly.
No. But they have a bunch of loose leaf tea, and they'll mix special batches and stuff, seasonal batches. And so I took her for a sipping open house, and then we went and ate Indian food, and then we got a cake from our favorite bakery, and we had tea and cake, and it was great.
Nice. That sounds great. It sounds very sweet.
It was pretty cool. She's a cool chick, man. She's a cool lady. So
of that I have no doubt.
I mean, where do I get it from?
You're here. Yeah.
Right.
So what's the best birthday that you guys have ever had? What's the best one that you can remember?
Oh God, dude!
I can tell you one.
You don't want to mention it in polite company, huh, Adam?
Right.
No, I can tell you one. So I was, I think it may have actually been my 30th birthday. And as a kid, I had always wanted to have a pool party, but I couldn't because my birthday's in March. It's too damn cold in Mississippi and probably most of North America in March to have a pool party. So it's just completely impractical, can't happen. So I told this to a girl that I was dating at the time, and she actually put together an adult pool party for the inside with a big plastic tub thing full of ice and drinks. So not plastic tub, it was like a kiddie pool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was summer themed and stuff. It was super nice.
It was a lot
Every
of fun.
day, everybody just got in a bath together.
Yeah.
No, well, I got
you don't remember that part? You don't remember that? Okay.
I mean, maybe not.
I mean, no, that didn't happen. No, for sure.
If it did, it did. I mean, it is what it is. But
Heath, what about you,
that
man?
was just super memorable.
That's cool, Josh. No, that's great, man. That was very sweet of her, very thoughtful. But yeah, Heath, man, it's the best birthday you ever had.
I mean, I so infrequently remember my birthdays. I don't know, man. I like it. Once I got into my like late 20s and early 30s, I kind of stopped doing stuff. Although this most recent one was really nice because Adam set me up a whole day of like fun stuff to do around New Orleans.
Nice.
So that's my recent favorite birthday. We went to like New Orleans. What was the museum? Jamnola. Yeah,
That's right.
A like installation, like walkthrough museum that celebrates the history and music of New Orleans.
Yeah, that was a fun day. That was a really fun day. I would say my 30th birthday is one that I remember anyway, being really good. A friend of mine named Anna helped throw the party. She made a cake and got everybody there, got a keg there, and did like all sorts of lighting out in our backyard and everything. I felt so fancy. And she did like a good job of getting all my different friend groups together there. So that was pretty fun. But much like Heath, most of my birthdays, prior to turning 30 were spent playing music with Chance Fisher. So I don't really remember them, but we would always play like, my birthday was a date that we always tried to have
to play a gig.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've been to a few A. Kelly birthday shows.
Yeah, I've been to at least one. Oh, that does remind me now that you mention it. Like back when me and Zach were playing in bands. Now, I don't remember much around either of these occurrences, being that they were at bars and shows and all that. But like on two different birthdays, I got to play with bands that I really liked and respected, and at the time were small enough that like we opened for them. And that's on one of my birthdays, I got to sing with the Revivalists, and one of my birthdays, I got to sing with Moon Taxi.
Yep, I remember
that's
those.
Pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep, those were fun shows.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine, well, like, I guess was the best birthday present I ever got was like tickets to 3 different Humphrey shows. The actual birthday itself was fine. The girl I was dating at the time, got me the tickets, and we like went to the keg and had dinner or something. But I just remember that one being. I remember being
fine.
stoked.
The girlfriend was there.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, whatever, dude. But
they are no longer currently dating. Spoiler alert.
Yes, that is correct. But yeah, getting the Humphreys tickets for like 3 shows, which came up in like April or something, so it was a few months away. But I remember being super stoked that I was going to go see like a 3-night run of Humph. What about you, John?
So I kind of have this bad habit of not really celebrating my birthday. But the one that I do,
You're Rasputin, and you've lived forever.
Well, I mean, don't go telling everybody, but I guess it's out there in the airways.
Spilling my tea, thanks, bro.
But I guess the one that I remember most recently, I don't even remember what age, but it was whenever I was visiting Boston, and I went to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts and spent like 8 hours there, just by myself, just enjoying the fuck out of it and just loving it. So I got to see all kinds of the Egyptian Museum, the various South Asian museums, and Indian museums, and it was really cool. It was really cool just seeing all the various exhibits there.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, ended up getting me a little book from the gift shop. It was nice.
Fucking nerd.
I was just going
I
to
love
say,
that
John,
shit.
we're going to have to go to museums together. Like,
I love museums,
that's
so
gonna be-
yeah.
Well, I love how
girl.
much of a split it is. Like the ST, it's like it's concerts and dive bars and stuff, or it's museums. Like,
Oh no,
One or the
Where do
other.
I land there?
I got a foot in both those areas, my friend. I'm married to an artist, so we go to art museums on the reg.
on the rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one like 5 minutes away from our houses.
Truly.
Adam said, but it's art museums or nothing. Don't you invite me to no natural history bullshit.
Hell no, I don't want to see no dinosaurs. No, I'm just kidding.
Smack you in the face.
Well, that's great. It's It's nobody's birthday, but it may as well be the birthdays of the members of the Marixian Resistance here on Voxia, because you have just delivered to them a truckload full of tactical infinity rifles and grenades.
You know what?
I'm about that transition.
Yeah,
Take an inspiration.
Take an inspiration. That was awesome.
You like
Zach.
that? You like that?
That one belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so there we go, right? Is everyone tracking? So you pull up, right?
Yep.
You
I'm
arrive.
using one of those rifles too to track this plot.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed
nice.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Do we come skidding in? Like
The hockey
kind
stop
of,
with this
Gadget,
giant
roll
semi.
a
This
piloting check.
big-ass
Let's find out
truck.
if we go skidding in
All right.
or not.
we
Let
just
me-
Tokyo drift in. Like, that's my headcanon.
With this long trailer on the back on this narrow mountain pass.
We're not on the mountain pass anymore, right? We're
So-
pulling into the space.
How
We might take
badass-
out a few tents. I don't know. That's all right.
How badass of a drift is a 25?
25. It's not a drift, but it's a very safe and steady and secure arrival, because that's ideal.
Well, it's
Considering,
drifting in my mind. That's what matters. So,
Yep, and that, you know what, man, I'll let you have it. You can drift in your mind all you want. As you arrive here at the Resistance hideout, right? So you turn off the hover truck, you step out, and you find several Resistance members awaiting you, including a human woman. I can't talk tonight. Who is bundled in heavy clothing, right? The way that the other fighters are all gathered around her, you can only assume that this must be Anya, the woman who Vogue mentioned. She has sort of an ethereal quality to her, but wears a smile on her face and greets you warmly. Oh, thank you all so much. We put our faith in you, and you delivered. We're blessed this day. And she produces a data pad. Starts typing. She looks to be ready to transfer credits for the job. She says, I know it's probably a fraction of what the authority was going to pay you, but please, allow us to compensate you for all the trouble.
Captain says, no, that will not be necessary. We have all agreed that you should have these weapons, and we are going to write them off as stolen or, lost cargo. Please, use your resources to fight your fight here.
So when you say that, Roland, Anya's eyes begin to well up. She takes another step towards you, and she just hugs you. She just hugs you, and then
Roland gives good hugs. I mean, he's like
he's fluffy,
and
right?
soft.
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
really
Lovely
good.
boy.
Yeah, she can't resist like just giving you a little pat, a little pet. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mean to be rude.
He likes behind the ears. If you just give it a little scritch, that just sets him off. He'll do a little foot thing. It's super cute.
Morgan.
Oh, sorry,
Not
Captain.
now. Anyway,
Just get the newspapers ready.
Wow. Okay. So, anyway, Anya says, "Thank you again. You don't know how much this means to us. We finally have a fighting chance. We're going to push back those hobgoblin bastards and liberate our people. This shipment was the lifeline that we needed to give us hope. In our hearts, we were prepared to fight for our home, but now we have the weaponry for a proper engagement. I can't thank you enough."
Oh, it is our pleasure. In fact, we have one among us here who I believe can sympathize even greater than the rest of us. Perhaps a conversation with our engineer would be in order. Hestia, if you would.
Yes. And as the approaches, kind of like a little timidly, and bows and says, "Yes, I am Hestia Hylaxia of the Jewel of Unity, the planet Marixa, capital planet of the Marixa Republic.
Anya takes her hands in yours, Tia, and she looks at you with knowing eyes and speaks to you telepathically. And she says, "Daughter of Marixa, surely Hylax sent you to us. I suspect this isn't the first time you've risked life and limb for your people, our people. We're honored that you answered our call, and rest assured that we'll take care of things from here."
And telepathically, she says, "We have evolved. However, I would like to ask a few questions, if you don't mind."
She nods. Sure.
This is to be clear, like, this is their home world that was invaded? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, she asks, though I probably already know the answer to some degree, what is the long-term plan? I mean, yes, this is your home world, but you have been invaded by a significant force of ruthless, often belligerently violent Gitter and Authority hobgoblins. I know you hope to repel their forces, but what is to stop them from coming back with more forces in a matter of weeks or months?
Anya sighs, and then, are you saying this out loud, or are you still speaking telepathically to her?
I think I switched to regular conversation after the like, we have evolved.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, she sighs and she says, "Nothing is stopping them, but our numbers are many. We are hidden throughout the planet, but we intend to fight them until they leave, or we are no more. This is all that we can do."
Well, though I sympathize and understand your mentality, I would urge you to consider, if the fighting begins to go bad, if you do not think that you can win this war, there is a middle way. I know you are probably loath to abandon your homeworld, but if need be, if an exodus of your people will save their lives, I am more than certain you will be welcome with open arms in Rarixa, the Jewel of Unity.
She smiles at you, Tia, and then she says, "Thank you for the advice. I will consider your words and take them to heart." And then she presses something into your hands, and telepathically she says, "A parting gift. Keep your friends close. They'll have need of you, I'm sure." And about this time, you hear in the distance the familiar sounds of a starship approaching you. And you turn to see BD 514 land near this camp. In very
That's
short
a surprise.
In very short
I
order.
really didn't think we were getting that shit back.
In very short order, a dwarf with short brown hair emerges from it with a satisfied smile on his face. Says, "Right there, mates, your ride's here and not a scratch on her." And I assume that he would throw the keys, because starships have keys. He'll throw the keys to Gadrick.
Cannon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yep.
And he says, "All the Authority ships are on planet are being tracked and should be visible on your systems, courtesy of yours truly. Only thing you need's a good pilot, and you should make it out of orbit, no worries. But I'd do it sooner rather than later, before they start throwing a fit, eh?"
Yeah, I don't plan on staying around here any longer than we have to, so... You guys ready to go?
Yes, indeed.
Anya whispers something to one of the other resistance fighters, who nods and then motions for some of the others to help him as he heads towards the hover truck and the trailer. And they quickly start unloading crates and carrying them inside, but not before taking 2 crates and dropping them off next to BD 514. She says, "These are for you. Please, take them with you.
2 crates of the weapon?
You may be porters, but you all have the hearts of fighters. And it's a dangerous galaxy, especially for those brave enough to do what's right. I hope you'll never need them, but if you do, I pray you'll use them well, and that you'll think of us and the good deed that you've done today. But come," she says, "you should all leave soon. We've stirred the hornet's nest, so to speak. We can shelter inside the mountain, but your ship will be an easy target. Best to go now before any more confrontations. Thank you all again so much, and safe travels."
As she's about to turn away and leave, telepathically, a message comes from Hestia, and she says, "Anya, remember your options. Things are not always as black and white as they may seem, and there is a middle way. This fight, brief as my involvement was with it against the Gitteron Authority on your homeworld, has been one of the proudest moments of my life."
She smiles again and nods and waves to you all and turns to handle her people. You know, they're scrambling to get all this stuff inside. So Anya, Vogue, the rest of this.
Anya, if I could trouble you for one more hug.
Okay, yes, she hugs you and scritches Roland behind the ears just a little bit.
And he's, his tail kind of wags a little bit, and he does that little kick thing with his leg, and he says, "No, may the stars align for you and your people. I hope that you triumph, and thank you for these crates, for this gift. We will make good use of them."
"I know that you will," Anya says, and she turns to leave, leaving you all with, like I said, these 2 crates. One containing 5 tactical infinity rifles, and the other containing 20 frag grenade 2s.
And 1 level 20 Solarian crystal.
Boom.
Nope. However, when you see what Anya gave to you, you look at it and you find that it is an inspiring weapon fusion.
Wow.
That you can fuse onto a weapon of your choice. However, you do all need to quickly load up and get ready to move out.
Got GTFO.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right before actually getting on the ship, Vincent just yells out to Vogue, "Oi, Vogue! Thanks for letting us. Thanks for showing us the right way out of this. I'm not good with these kind of hero type situations, but you're a good brother." And he just kind of claps him on the forearm.
Yeah, and he's like, Me either, mate, but it was a good time anyway.
Well,
be safe out there.
Keep up the good fight.
All right. And that's going to do it for the Resistance, guys. We got a boogie woogie. Any more? Huh?
We won.
You won.
Starfinder.
Congratulations. And in fact, you won so hard that you're going to level up to level 3.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Feeling empowered. As everyone's about to get on the ship, Hestia says, "No, I think I'll stay and do the module here.
Wait a minute.
This is obviously designed to be a full module."
Indeed. See.
If only. No. However, as you get on the ship with your crates, and you get ready to part Gadrick, you can see that Vogue is true to his word and has programmed like these tracking modules of basically every Get Around Authority ship on the planet, and you can see all of them in their patrol routes and where they are. And with a halfway decent piloting check, you might be able to successfully navigate around all of their routes and make it back into orbit.
All right, well, let's see if this plus 12 to my piloting will do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, Oh, how do we, what do we say when it's 18 plus a 12? It's a dirty 30?
It's dirty 30.
That's the
like
math.
that, yeah.
Dirty 30,
Yeah.
my
That's
dog.
the math.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a less than clean.
It's not quite clean, but it's a 30.
It's solid, yeah.
And it's
Solid
more
30.
than enough to allow you to safely make it back to orbit and prepare to jump into the drift. So, the thing is, guys, any message that you send to Rika or anything like that, it's going to take several days to arrive. It might
Well, I
actually...
think we wouldn't want to even send out any communications at the moment anyway, for fear of them being intercepted by the Get Around Authority, and we probably want to keep
good point.
any outward communications or pings or signals to a minimum, so they can't find us.
Yeah,
In fact, Captain will suggest as much to the crew.
Radio silence. Got it.
Yes, this is for the best. We have scraped by very fortunately already. It would be a shame to be captured by the Get Around Authority, for it is not likely we would survive.
Indeed. How many days is it going to take us to get?
Well, that's what
get
we're going to
home?
find out, right?
Yeah.
4 days. Took you 4 days in the drift. So whenever Gadrick's ready, he can beepity boop boop boop, open up a drift portal and engage. Definitely.
Yep, go on, engage them.
Give you about 4 days in the drift to kind of decompress and debrief. So is there anything that you guys want to do on this journey home?
Well, we're leveling up, right?
You're definitely,
Is this where we're doing that stuff?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, well, I have 2 things I want to do, but I'll do one now. I have 2 different aspects of the level up, but the first thing I want to do is talk to Hestia. But I think that would be probably after a day of travel, at the end of the day. I think for a lot of that first travel, Roland is reflecting and looking out into the stars, that are in the drift or whatever, and really channeling his connection to stars, and realizing that this is the first time that his Solarian capabilities have really started to manifest after several times of trying to get them off the ground and not really finding a way to connect to it. And he starts to think that it has something to do with this crew. And as he's thinking that, he gets this sense that, the push and pull of gravity when it comes to stars has uses outside of combat as well. And he has the sidereal influence, which is what he gets. The Solarians get at 3, and he's chosen for his graviton skill, sense motive, and for his photon skill, diplomacy. And what this lets me do is spend a minute in meditation to give a bonus to one of these skills. So that's basically what he's doing. He's going to meditate on his diplomacy and then go talk to Hestia. Not that I think there's any role that needs to be done here, but just for the flavor sense of it. And he's going to approach Hestia and say, Hestia, I know that this was a difficult task for you. And I know that you were afraid that we were aiding your enemies. But I can't help but agree with Anya that you were meant to be here, and that this was an opportunity for you to start a reconciliation with some of the things of your past. I wanted to check in with you and see how you are feeling now about the choice that you made to come on this trip.
I think Hestia kind of stares at you with her big bug eyes for a good long while, deciding how to respond to that, and also contemplating on a little bit on like you bringing up her past and thinking about like he doesn't know the half of it, you know.
Right.
But after a little while of just kind of not awkward, but like, you know, kind of an intense silence, Hestia kind of twitches her they're not bubbins, they're antenna.
Yep.
And then kind of snaps out of it and says, yes, Captain, while biased, am inclined to agree that this was part of Hestia's plan for me.
You mean
Hylax's plan. Oh, I've committed blasphemy. Damn it. I meant Hylax's plan, yes.
Whoopsie doodles.
Oops, all heresy.
yeah.
But no, she, says, yeah, like, she definitely thinks this was part of the plan, being that she's such a fervent believer, but she says, while I was incredibly opposed to accepting this job, and I don't think, in retrospect, I was wrong for that, it, despite the odds, turned out for the best. And I say that naively, optimistically, because the people we have helped have a long, torturous battle ahead of them. Many, if not most of them, will not survive. And to be honest, Captain, I am struggling. You may think me crazy. I desperately wish, part of me does at least, that I would have stayed and helped in their fight against the Gitteron Authority. And more than anything else, if that fight goes badly, could further try and convince them to flee to Marixa, my beautiful homeworld that would accept them, especially as refugees from the Gitteron Authority. But some of that may be me self-identifying with the failures and embarrassments of the Marixa Republic. You know, during the Swarm War, the Marixa Republic did send a fleet, though it was puny compared to those of the Veskarium and the Pact Worlds. And most Marixans feel that those other star systems or governments have not forgiven them for that and looked down on us for that, which is why they have spent the last several years, as much as they can, increasing their space force, I guess you would call it.
Well, I can't begin to truly understand how all this makes you feel. I do not have a similar experience. However, I feel, and this is new to me, for I'm not one to typically believe in superstition or destiny, but I feel that your place is here, among us and this crew. I feel something growing between the five of us that is exceeding my initial expectations. I feel as if we are riding a wave into something greater, and we haven't seen that yet. But what I can say is that I would like to have you by my side when we do see. And to that point, I feel that, as you might say, our relationship has evolved.
Yes, I believe it has, but I believe to your point, more importantly, it is still evolving. And
Indeed.
though part of me wanted more than anything in the world to stay behind and help fight the Gitteran Authority, I acknowledge about myself that some of that is, to use engineering parlance, programming from where I grew up. Some of that is a lifetime of fear and hatred of the Gitteran Authority, never knowing if the border skirmishes would turn into an assault on my homeworld. But in that moment, when we took off, I almost stayed, but I chose not to, precisely for the reasons of which you're speaking. I feel that evolving relationship, whether maybe it is us beginning to be swept into the winds of fate or destiny or whatever, but even if that's not the case, I feel something growing with you and the crew.
I feel that we share a compulsion to aid our allies. And I see that your skills, and I feel that mine as well, and again to use your parlance, are evolving to that end, to where we can make our allies stronger and make our enemies weaker. And I would like for the two of us, as we go forward in whatever adventure awaits us, to focus on these skills and this manipulation of potential battlefields that we find ourselves in.
Captain, and her antennas poke up suddenly. It's just, it overjoys me that you have said these things, for I have many plans for how I may better aid my allies on the battlefield and manipulate our foes, preventing them from damaging those that we now call friends. And I say that to lead into my level up, because there's no way that we can do, like, a training montage on this hunk of shit, right? The big thing I'm super excited about for Hestia, and, like, I've had this done for a while, because, like, when I started looking through feats, I was literally just going feat by feat by feat and be like, oh, does this fit? Does this fit? And when I got to the feat that I chose, I was like, there is no other option. This is the only one that anybody who had 5 minutes of listening to Hestia would choose for me, right? And that feat is Helpful Telepath. And I mean, it's a Sheeran thing, right? Like, it requires communalism, hive defense, limited telepathy. But basically, it allows me to get different effects from covering fire, harrying fire, and aid another. So for aid another, instead of getting a bonus to the skill check, my ally can roll the check twice and use the higher result. So advantage instead of a +2. Covering fire is, instead of granting a bonus to the ally's AC, the next opponent to attack the chosen ally must roll the attack roll with disadvantage. And harrying fire is, instead of gaining a bonus to an attack roll, the next ally to attack the chosen opponent gets advantage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I am an advantage machine.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm very
Please and
excited.
Thank you. You know what?
Yeah,
I vomit in your mouth. Okay.
You will all be vomiting in my mouths
Ew.
with regularity coming soon.
No.
But no, like, I love that, because being a mechanic and having a drone, like, I can still have my drone, like, being carefully getting in and out of battle and doing damage, while I'm much more focused on, battlefield manipulation. Making enemies more likely to miss you, or making you more likely to hit enemies, or aiding giving you advantage on skill checks. Plus, I already have the, one resolve spender for communalism. Like, this build is something that is not something I think most people that know me would expect me to build in this way, but I am incredibly excited about it.
Yeah, I think Roland would be very pleased at what you're developing and would kind of like be talking to you about it, just kind of gabbing and nerding out about it. But what he will say is you know, to your point about getting better at some of these skills, I do need to talk to Gadrick. I think that he can aid me in using this Solarian weapon better. And I'll cut to that later. Somebody else can go.
Yeah.
But.
Well, in response to that, I was going to say, Hestia says, yes, do what you must, Captain. I understand you have other duties. But she wants to, like, with what limited rations they have, like, have a meal together, like, in the next couple of days, and, like, she'll help cook and stuff. You know?
Yeah. Well, before he leaves you, he'll just say, you know, because as he's, like, at the door, he'll pause and turn and look to you and say, Hestia, I'm glad that you're here. And then he'll just kind of walk out.
Nice. Well, I'll let you.
All right. Well, what about everybody else? What's going on?
All right. So for the first day, Vincent is actually going to cook a well-deserved meal for the crew. And I think what he's going to do here is he's going to reach out on the comms directly to Hestia, as Hestia has always been a great assistant in the kitchen. So he goes ahead and just says, "Oi, Tia, you want to meet me in the galley?"
Yes. Anything I can do to assist is my greatest desire.
And when they, yeah, and so as she walks in, he mentions how he wants to. Well, I'll just say it. Tia, so I was thinking that it might be a good idea if we make a meal for the crew. Do you want to help me?
Yes, I had actually mentioned to the captain earlier that I would like to have a communal meal, so this would be perfect.
Oh, struth, mate. Oh, this is going to be bloody fantastic then. So, I've been holding out on everyone, but I've got salmon, I've got potatoes, fresh potatoes, and we still have a little bit of libations in reserve, so I was thinking we could surprise the crew with this. And
that would be delightful. I think they would love that.
And over the course of that time, going to be cooking, and I guess that surprises either I surprise them or somebody ends up smelling the fucking cooking. You know, that's just how it always goes in a small ass,
the
ship
ship's
like
pretty
that.
small.
Yeah.
By the time it gets going, everyone in the ship can certainly smell.
Yeah.
So who microwaved
salmon and
fish?
potatoes.
We've talked about this. No
Come on,
fish
guys.
in the break room.
No microwave here, Captain.
And so all the plates and dinnerware is out on the table, ready to eat. And I guess he's going to go ahead and just call out to everybody on the comm and just say, "Oi, dinner's ready."
Well, I just want to say before while we're cooking and stuff, Hestia has a little pink apron, but also Mantis has a little pink apron, and it's to the side of the kitchen, and she doesn't have manipulator arms yet. We're gonna get there. So she's using Mantis as a towel rack, and just hooking any little tools. She hangs the potato peeler on Mantis. Super unnecessary, but she's making Mantis as involved as she can in her assisting in the cooking, her sous-chefery.
Hell yeah. Totally approve that. Or are their hands washed?
They're
Yes.
oiled.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh, no.
No, but she's not
Yeah.
she's not like cutting and stuff like
Right, right.
she's just like hanging towels like on her little mantis arms and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Okay. All right. I just imagine this whole like I did like with like Edward Scissorhands like scene where he's just like holding shit with his little scissor hands like doilies and like towels and shit, you know.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So at that point, he's going to go ahead and call the crew to the galley and just kind of surprise them with this food. And
We all walk in like totally surprised, had no idea that dinner was being cooked.
Yeah.
Just just to like kind of buy into what you're trying to do. But like Roland smelt it as soon as you opened the freeze dried pack of salmon. Like his nostrils like, oh yeah, about time. I've been waiting for this.
Get out of here! It's not pepperoni.
Vincent, look at how surprised they are.
And he's got a poor sense motive, so he totally believes it. You know.
She winks at the captain.
And I guess everybody is going to sit down around the table and...
You don't tell me where I'm going to sit, John.
No, I didn't tell you where to sit, man. Hey, you can sit on a fucking refrigerator if you want.
I'm standing.
You know?
No, that's the other game.
And Vincent wants to kind of mention something to everybody while we're all sitting down and having a nice meal. And anyway, he says, folks, I do this for two reasons. First off, mass subjugation and hostile takeovers of entire planets are bad. I think we can all agree on that. And we've given everyone at least a brief reprieve in their fight. The second reason, though, is I don't think we'll be able to enjoy another nice meal like this for some time. We were fortunate enough to get out of there alive, much of that being thanks to the resistance fighters. I also don't think that we're out of this either. And I'm not referring to Edgecourt. And he looks directly at Morgan, referring back to a talk with them before the last mission. A little private talk between those two. And he goes back and he says, so everyone, raise your drinks, as you've done right by a whole planet. Also, poor time to bring this up, but I cooked, so all of you have to draw straws to claim.
And there's the Vincent that I know.
If I wanted any of your lip, I'd go ahead and fart.
Well, I was very much under the impression that drift travel is not a vacation, so I will be back on the console as soon as I finish eating.
And
Morgan pipes up and says, I'll be happy to do the dishes if anybody wants to, assist.
I will help you.
Nope. Thing don't fly itself, apparently, so I gotta go babysit it.
Oh,
I'd
no.
help, but,
It's not a vacation. Learned that the hard way.
Gadrick, are you upset about something?
No, not at all. Why do you ask?
Oh.
I think that's just his face, darling.
Oh. I am sorry.
Oh,
it's a beautiful face, Gaddy.
can't see.
Is it my face?
No.
I feel like you guys are anti-fur babies, and I don't like it.
What? No. That's not at all.
John's talking about me farting through my upper lip. I don't know, and Josh
No, that's
looking
just because
sad.
you're the captain.
Yeah, you're the captain,
Wait, when did I just look sad?
I don't know.
What? No, I'm not talking about you. I was just saying because Gadrick's being sassy about this ain't no vacation.
Oh, well.
It's because he said that.
Because he's got to go do stuff now. He's got to keep working. He's the pilot of the damn ship.
Gadrick is lying because the plane will absolutely fly itself through the drift, but he doesn't want to do dishes.
There's that, but also the last time that he decided to be hands off with drift travel,
Yeah.
we had leeches and stuff
Yeah.
attack. So
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, learn that the hard way. No, Morgan will do the dishes. They say, It's only fair. Those who cooked shouldn't have to clean. And this is lovely. You two did a wonderful job. And you as well, Mantis. Thank you so much. It's fabulous. It's just super fab. Great job. Great job, team. And they would kind of like raise their glass again. And they'd just say, great job on everything. We helped to make a difference. And I'm glad I'm a part of this team.
Hear, hear. I would
Yes, cheers.
I would personally like to thank all of you for making the morally correct decision in this latest debacle Edge Corp has put us through. But yes, cheers.
Cheers. Now let's get drunk. And
Morgan goes real wide-eyed and says, cheers! Like, they get real excited.
Yeah, I'd have a beer.
I think the captain will just kind of nod and smile at you all and like have like, you know, his one drink, but he probably will maybe depart to the bridge, just to kind of give you guys some space to like celebrate as a crew, you know.
Can I see this scene? The scene in my head. Like, I just see, so, and you guys would know this now after having traveled with them for a little while. Morgan is a sensate, essentially. Like, food, beverage, experiences, they want to experience the things. So I just imagine we're all sitting around the table and like we're, you know, clinking glasses and drinking and just sort of enjoying each other's time before like Gadrick goes back to the cockpit. Like, it's Morgan and Gadrick with both of their cheeks full, like, of food and beverage and stuff, and just kind of laughing, and everybody's sort of just enjoying each other, and I just love it, and I'm sorry. I just needed to say that. I'm happy. Also, Pinot Noir, because it pairs well with salmon.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I'm
yeah.
actually drinking cab.
You guys have a great meal. Is there anything else that you want to...
So I wanted to discuss my level up real quick.
Yeah.
Just so I can get that out of the way. So in the remaining days, he's going to spend his time in the cargo bay in a kind of like a makeshift training. Imagine how you want to train with like melee combat to develop his reflexes and strike harder. Now, what this translates to is melee striker, which is my first gear boost.
Okay.
Which basically adds my strength bonus to damage for melee weapons. And secondly, my new feat of lightning reflexes, which is basically just a bonus to my saving throws for reflex saving throws.
Okay. Very cool. How about the rest of you? What about Gadrick or Morgan? What'd you get?
So Gadrick, true to form, has been watching The Matrix, but then he's kind of tired of it, seen it so many times, decides to put on Remember the Titans, and sees a moment where they're training and doing that like high knees, high stepping, running through like down a row of tires, and thinks to himself, I could probably do that too. And starts doing little high kick, high knees, running on the flight deck, every now and then glancing back, making sure that we're still good in drift travel. But basically what I took is a combat feat called Nimble Moves. And it says you can move across a single obstacle with ease. Benefit is you can move through up to 20 feet of difficult terrain each round as if it were normal terrain. And it allows you to take a guarded step into difficult terrain.
Cool.
So, yeah, thought that was pretty good. I was considering taking mobility, but since I already have uncanny mobility, and I can completely negate an attack of opportunity of my choosing, figured why not mix it up a little bit.
Do you have scurry?
Yeah.
So you can share a space with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I think, I imagine you're doing that over the course of the couple days we have, Josh, but I think that after the dinner, whenever you go back to the bridge, you would find Roland there. because he didn't really partake too much in the revelry. And you find him kind of waiting there for you. He's reading a book, trying to read a book.
Well, evening, Cat. What can I do you for?
He says, there's a couple things that I wanted to discuss with you, Godric. First, I've been quite impressed with your ability to distract your foes in combat. You seem to have a knack to get them off balance and looking one way where you strike from another.
Man, I tell you, I just watch movies and I'm like, man, that's cool. I think I can do that. And then I do it. So,
well, is there a movie
at least I try
that you could show me that would allow me to feint with my weapon better? I have long loved the art of fencing. We did it a lot back at my home. And I want to apply some of those skills to myself. Now, I'm not fighting with an epee, that's for sure, but I still think that I would like to be able to dodge one way and get them off their footing, as it were.
Well, I got the perfect movie and scene for you. You ever seen The Princess Bride?
No. What is this film that you speak of?
Well, you're in for a treat. We probably ought to have a movie night on BD because it's gold. If nobody else has seen this, they need to. But there's this one scene where Wesley and Inigo Montoya, they're fencing, fighting each other, hopping up around on rocks. Seems perfect for you.
Love it.
Yes,
This is canon.
Yeah, this sounds like a perfect training video for me to watch. It is not EdgeCorp produced, correct?
No, but you can buy it from them.
Well, that's the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, our job's fucked, right?
Well, yes, that's exactly that. You have been with this company for longer than any of us. And when I joined, when I applied for the job of this captaincy, I had hoped that really it would just be a means to travel the universe and see different places and different people. But I am finding that EdgeCorp and their motivations and their practices are not aligning with my own inner code.
Your moral compass.
Yes, that. I am afraid that our relationship with EdgeCorp may not last much longer, but I'm more afraid that we will lose the opportunity to continue to develop this crew that is budding and turning into a family. I'm curious of your thoughts on EdgeCorp, and is this normal or is this not?
What, for them to be heartless and not care about their employees? That's normal.
Yes. That is not how their flyers made this out to seem.
Oh, you poor child. No. No, it's big corporation like this, and it's there's no heart to it. There's no soul.
If we are presented with the opportunity, Godric, to become our own crew, on our own ship, would you be willing
out
to...
on me? You got a ship?
No, I don't, but this is hypothetical, Godric. Just stay with me here.
All right.
I'm asking you to be our pilot.
Hypothetically.
Yes.
Well, hypothetically, sure.
If I were to...
It beats being stuck on a planet somewhere.
Yeah, you would be willing to leave EdgeCorp?
Willing to? We're not going to have a damn choice. I promise you, with the way that this has happened, the way that this shook out, and we're carrying, carrying some of the equipment we were supposed to deliver got stolen from us, and then got given back to us as a gift. Is that what we're going to tell him? Our job's gone.
Yes. I think that's okay, actually. I don't know how we're going to go forward. I don't know where we're going to get any funds, but I want this crew to continue forward together. And I want you to be our pilot. And as I've mentioned to you before, there is so much more potential to you than just a jockey of parcels. You don't see it in yourself, but we all do. Even Vincent, who I disagree with often, saw it in you and pushed you to be something bigger, something that's you.
All 3.5 feet of Gadget stand up. You think I'm big? Look at me. I know what
You're
you mean.
pretty You're pretty big for a Yusuke.
I'm just pulling your tail there, buddy. Like, I get it. I mean, you're not wrong. I could do more. I could do better. And this has been comfortable. This has been easy, but, well, it's about to be over, so it's not like I'm going to have much of a choice but to find something else. So, if you got something lined up,
I suggest you find yourself, Gadget.
I'm standing right here in front of you. What do you mean?
No, Gadget. That's not what I mean. And he puts his paw, like, on your chest, like, right over your heart. He says, find yourself. And thank you for The Princess Bride. That was a dope-ass movie.
You're welcome. And Yusuke Hart's on the other side. He grabs your wrist and moves it over.
God damn it, I'm a charisma character, not an intelligence character, Gadget.
Well, you're being real sweet. I appreciate that.
Zooms out to Hestia eating popcorn, watching the surveillance feed of you two's conversation.
So mechanically, what the Princess Bride gave me is the feat that I took for this level, which is improved feint, which allows me to use the feint action as a move action. And my Solarian weapon, being a lunar weapon, also has the feint trait, which gives me a bonus to attempting to do that. So now I will be able to basically do my own modified version of a trick attack, in the sense that if I can succeed in a feint on a move action, I can make the target flat-footed.
Cool. Very cool.
That is what I took, and that is my full level up for old Roland Mons Gillidas.
Wow. Okay. So after about a day or so after the dinner, Morgan would give the captain a call on the comm and be like, "Captain, if you're free for a bit, could you come join me for a touch of meditation?"
Oh, yes, I have come to really love meditation. I shall join you shortly.
Lovely. And so they would be in the engine bay in their kind of little corner. Mm-hmm. And they would be wearing clothes. They would be wearing just some pants, basically. They would be topless, and as you kind of come in, Morgan would offer you a not super plush pillow because, okay, Edge Corp doesn't really...
Right.
There's only so much plushness that you can get.
Taped up beanbag.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Edge Corp basics, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they would say, "Please, have a seat, Captain." And they would join you and sit pretty much across from you. And you would notice, normally Morgan keeps a fairly clean-shaven face. Mm-hmm. But they're getting a little scruffy for the last few days. And they would just kind of lay their hands on their legs sort of in front of them and say, "Captain, before we take our moments here, I want to ask you a little bit about yourself. We're getting ourselves into more and more prickly situations, it seems. And I've been thinking over the last few days, I know that things aren't going to get much smoother. What with I'm sure how we're going to have to deal with the Edge Corp situation once we get back. And I just want to be able to help you as much as I can. But I feel like I need to know a little bit more about you in order to assist you in where you have a shortcoming, and vice versa if need be. But basically, wherever you lack, I want to be able to step up and help you. I want to do that for the rest of the team as well, but in particular, you, Captain. I feel as though we already have a bond, but I want to strengthen that.
Well, what would you like to know?
And essentially, like, mechanically, they're interested in kind of knowing, like, as far as skill checks go, what would be the most helpful, where do you need the most help in what Morgan could offer you as far as aids?
So, based on skills, I mean, I have a lot of zeros, and a lot of negative ones, but that's also not things that Roland would be particularly interested in.
Like culture.
Yeah, I was going to say he is very interested in culture, but due to his low intelligence and, lack of good research skills, has not been able to, because Vlakas are very interested in other species and other cultures and stuff like that, and he just hasn't been able to really achieve that in the way that he wants to. So I would say culture would certainly be one.
And they would
he
just
sucks at computers too.
Well, that's the same, and that's kind of some of the things that they, I imagine, would sort of laugh about and sort of joke about, and like, well, I certainly can't help Tia very much as far as the engineering aspects go. That's not exactly my forte, but I think the two of us combined can do some good, and I want us to have little chats, little talks periodically. If you're amenable to it, maybe we can have these conversations and meditate together when we have the opportunity. I just want to be able to strengthen our bond. And
oh yes, I would like that very much, Morgan. I suggest that a daily regiment of meditation should be part of our relationship and our daily exercises.
I think that would be wonderful, Captain. And they would stand up and disrobe and resume their position and begin to meditate.
From the corner of the room, as Tia's working on Mantis in the nude, it's like, don't worry about computers, I've got you.
Mechanically, I took the feat Tactful Advisor, which is essentially you provide succinct but effective advice when aiding allies. You will, when aiding another, if the result of your check is 20 or higher, you provide an additional +1 enhancement bonus to your ally's skill check.
Okay.
So basically, it kind of falls in line with the mediator, just trying to constantly boost the team of what Morgan is looking into doing. And just because, like, I think I mentioned it in an episode before, like, they're really trying to be sort of the mentat for the captain. They're particularly invested in trying to figure out exactly what the captain needs that they can assist with so that they can make things better in the future. And that's pretty much my level up. I got another spell, but it's not anything bougie.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, everyone, thank you for playing along with the RP Level Up stream. I'd like to do it. Everyone, go ahead, take a nice fat D30 to add to your inspirations list. I know y'all love those.
Nice.
And, yeah, absolutely. So, after a few days, you emerge from the drift. You see the shining beacon of Absalom Station just up ahead in the space, and immediately you get hailed on your comms by Tarika.
Oh boy.
I'm assuming you answered the call.
Sorry.
Morgan,
that was...
We are not meditating now.
Let it go to
Please pay
voicemail.
attention. Yes, and,
Yeah, Morgan's like, are we sure we don't just want to let it go to voicemail? We can always call her back if it's bad news. I mean, if it's good news.
No, please
just
open the comm units. Please, yes.
Brings it
Yep,
up.
and you are greeted by the cheerful Bruneri face of Tarika, and she says, "Howdy, y'all. Listen, how'd the job go?"
It did not go great, Tarika.
Tarika, you're looking lovely today. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there and say that you look fantastic. I don't know if you've done something new with your fur, but it's fabulous, darling.
That bad, huh?
Yes.
It's not great.
Okay, so I'm assuming you all want to fill Tarika in on the details of the job.
Most of the details.
Good to see you, Tarika. I'll be working on Mantis. not engaging in this conversation at all.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think Roland would, based on the conversation that we had with Morgan, I would look over to them and say, Morgan, would you care to aid me in filling in Tarika on the events of this delivery?
So, just to clarify, and we would have talked about this, do we plan on... The lie is the goods were stolen, correct? Did we decide on a lie? We gonna go with truth? Two truths and a lie?
Roland wants to go with the truth, but I'm sure that y'all would have been able to talk him out of that if that was the party's feelings.
I mean,
on it.
Roland and
think we're
Tarika are
fucked
old
either
friends,
way.
and Roland and Gadrick are old friends, and you both know her to be trustworthy and
Right.
a good person.
Right. Like, I think it might assist us to give Tarika the details so she can then tell us how to deal with the bosses.
The fallout.
Yeah.
Well, Morgan, okay, so Morgan would just kind of say, Tarika, I don't know how familiar you are with everything that's been going on that particular planet, but there are some resistance fighters. Are you aware? Were you aware to all of that information?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Resistance fighters plus guns. When those two things have an opportunity to meet, and she just looks over.
Listen, I think I get where you're going with this one, Sugar.
We didn't make the delivery.
It sounds like you're trying to explain the birds and the bees to a child.
Right.
When two people like
So
each other
here's
very
my-
much.
Here's my thing here. As Maureen was going to go and explain like exactly what happened, they realized we're on the company phone. We're on the company ship. Like this is being recorded for.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't
So Roland
want to
picks
come
up
out
your,
and say it.
Yeah, Roland kind of picks up on your hesitancy and says, Tarika, I think that this might best be explained over tea or coffee. Suffice it to say, when we arrived, we were yet again met with a situation where the person that we were supposed to deliver this to was not present. I will give you the full details and debriefing in person, but I would prefer not to speak of it over open channels.
Well, listen, Roland, sweetie, we don't have much time for that. But y'all know I wasn't born yesterday, right? I've pretty much caught wind of what's happening here. And I just want to tell you personally, I agree with your decision. I think you made the right call. Okay? So, listen, you ain't got to worry about old Tarika. I understand. Now, I am a little concerned over the company's response, what it's going to be, right? But I'll handle things. I'll file a report with the information from your ship's log, okay? I'll make it look as good as I can. Try not to worry.
Thank you, Tarika. You have been such a friend over these years, and I don't tell you enough.
Listen, don't even sweat it, sugar. Don't even sweat it. But in the meantime, before y'all get settled in back at Absalom, listen, Lord Sinjin has been looking for y'all for days.
Oh no.
By now, he's got to know how things went down on Voxia, and you think he'd be mad about the job falling through, but he says he just wants to talk to you about a potential business opportunity.
Oh,
He's
no.
he's staying at King Kearney's Casbah in the Armada. Y'all fill up for a face-to-face?
Tarika, do we actually have a choice?
Sweetie, my professional advice would be to take the meeting.
Vincent, can you keep your tongue in check? And I don't need any smart retort. This is serious business.
And Vincent looks right at the captain, just dead ass. You know, as if you could hear him saying the words, fucking yarrow berries. And you just kind of like, just a loud sigh. Can't promise anything.
I need you to promise the lives of our crew are at stake here. You've told me yourself how dangerous this man is. And the last time we talked to one of his associates, you nearly started a fight.
I didn't nearly start a fight. What are you talking about? He wasn't going to hurt a fly.
Vincent, you're either with this crew or you're not.
And then he just kind of just looks over at Morgan with like, I told you, mate, it ain't over kind of look. And so, whatever. That's all you're going to get.
Well, then perhaps Morgan and myself will take this meeting.
Let's just get to Absalom Station and we'll make a decision on that, all right?
Hey, I'm still on the line. It's me,
I
Tarika.
know, Tarika. I'm sorry. The things got a little hot and heavy over here.
Listen, I can't help but overhear what was happening in the conversation. Sinjin says he wants to meet with everybody. It's important, and it's a lot of money.
All right, Tarika. Thank you, as always, for passing on the information. Vincent, we'll make it work. And Morgan gives you this really... And they're kind of normally sort of bright, bubbly exterior sort of hardens in a way that you might have not seen before. And they just give you a slight nod, and they're just staring at you like, we're good. Anything else, Tarika?
No. I just need to know if I need to tell him y'all are on the way or not.
We are on the way, Tarika.
Alrighty. I believe your contact is a woman named Deminda. Alright? I'll send her over your details. Good luck, everybody. And, Tarika hangs up. So, before you land, you can certainly make your way to the Armada. Now, do you guys know what the Armada is in Absalom Station?
I do.
What is the Armada?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm curious.
I do
The
not.
Armada
I do.
is...
But
Yeah, it's like a big amalgamation of ships which are sort of parked and repurposed to be facilities.
I like to think of it as the hot mess flotilla. Like,
Yeah.
It's a quote unquote militia, so to speak. You know, of just a shit pot of ships all around. You know,
which sounds perfect for shady ass dealings.
I know about the Armada that some of the ships, like, that stick in the Armada, like, stick around or whatever, are primarily there just to avoid, like, docking fees and taxes and stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
But are allowed to stay there as long as they, like, agree to, like, if there's a threat,
Take
you're part of the
part.
militia, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yes. So, Tarika sends you over coordinates to a place called King Kearney's Casbah.
That sounds
In
so
the Armada.
sketch. So fucking sketch.
That sounds so sketch.
You fly over there, and as you're getting ready to look for a parking spot, if you will, you are contacted by what you presume is Deminda, one of Sinjin's bodyguards. And she directs you all to a docking bay, right? Which is sort of hidden among this like chaotic jumble of former starships. And as you get out, you are greeted by a female drow. She's dressed in like sort of traditional drow armor. It's kind of intimidating. There's spikes and shit like that, But she's very courteous. She says, "Greetings, I am Deminda. I am Lord Sinjin's bodyguard. I've been instructed to carry you to King Kearney's Casbah. Please, come with me." And with that, she turns around and starts to head that way.
Huh.
You all gonna follow?
Yeah.
Deminda leads you all into King Kearney's Casbah. Inside, you are instantly bombarded by sights, smells, and tastes. There's a live band playing all kinds of strange instruments from across the galaxy. They're jamming with this chilled rhythmic thrum. The air itself is full of smoke from a variety of illicit substances and the layered murmur of clandestine deals. You see members of many unusual species from near space and the vast just filling this establishment, right? You see a squid-like, it's tricky, I might be pronouncing that wrong, but it's sort of like a squid, and it crawls up atop the bar to order a drink. You see a leafy Gorin and a peaceful, fur-covered Neskinti passing a dose of hyperleaf back and forth, just token down, as it were. In a darkened corner, a masked Embry negotiates with a strike team of Vest commandos.
Oh, shit.
Deminda maintains a steady pace, moving across the large chamber to a bulkhead door guarded by a pair of female drow. The door opens as she approaches. Beyond, you see a lavishly appointed chamber with a central rectangular table, at the head of which sits a very handsome drow, immaculately dressed in a suit with long, flowing white hair. And he rises as Deminda enters. "Ah," he says with a smile, "at last we meet, the individuals who have cost me a great deal of money." You see a half-dozen armed female drow positioned around the edges of the room, avoiding direct eye contact with you. The man steps out from behind the table and extends a hand. "I, of course, am Lord Sinjin. And we'll see you."
I don't like